We are with our partners in Columbus, Ohio today, and I am so excited to show you what we have been able to accomplish. I mean, look at some of this. We have just built out our brand new headquarters, and the design and aesthetics and the materials, the colors, the palettes have come out so amazing. Now, why is that important? Well, we are a FF&E company. We are a furniture, fixtures, and equipment company. We focus on the interior design, the manufacturing, and the logistics of the whole process. Now, what do we specialize in? We specialize in hotel renovations, ground-up constructions, as well as interior designs of hotel furniture. Now, what does that encompass? It encompasses case goods, upholstered goods, as well as drapes, everything that you would possibly find in a hotel. And I gotta tell you, this place just speaks for itself. Come, take a look around. We're here today with the man, the myth, the legend, Jonathan Telfer. I mean, this guy makes this place go around. Jonathan, please introduce yourself.
Jonathan Telfer, Director of Design and Chief Operating Officer here at D Hospitality. I got connected with DH when the last downturn of the economy happened. I was in the architecture field, much like yourself.
Sure.
I was young and with a firm, and it was like someone had turned off the tap, you know?
Right.
And I got connected with Day and D Hospitality, and kind of was able to take my skills that I had learned through architecture and bring a new line or new level of detail to our process and how we move through design, procurement, production, and then ultimately, you know, install of the project for the client. At one time, it was Day, myself, and G. There was three of us in a basement with no windows. No air conditioning, and you know, it takes that one project to like get yourself on the map, and then really from there you're able to learn from those experiences, keep growing, move forward, gain more notoriety, if you'd say. You know, one client talks to another, and I think that's a really big thing about us here. It's a lot about word of mouth,
right.
And like, you know, being able to help service a project and a client from beginning to end, and ultimately, you know, their joy or, you know, experience through the process is what keeps new people coming in, because then they talk to a person and, you know, their associates and whatever, and bring more projects and more business to us in the end.
Tell us some of the experiences that you've been through in the industry, starting from the financial crisis and how relevant it is today going through this COVID pandemic.
So I think one of the things, and it's interesting, you hear it in the service industry a lot, the customer's always right. Now, that's something that I think we've built on from the get-go, way back when it was just like three of us in a basement. Ultimately, you know, you have brand specified, you know, expectations and everything, and those are things that we always meet within our design or our procurement and process for the client. But ultimately, it's their money. So if it comes down to it, and you're working with the client, the budget is always first. So in regards to, you know, we don't design or construct or build beyond what someone's needs or abilities are. We're not someone who's going to throw a pie in the sky design and then claw back to what your budget is. No, we're going to start with your budget consciousness in mind in the first place and give you the absolute best product from there at the very beginning. There's none of this, you know, needing to VE or go back and engineer out a cost. Now, does that happen all the time? No, you know, there's unexpected budget shortfalls and things that occur, but it's how you work through them and those challenges that really help bring us further beyond than what other people can do, because those are the things that people remember when, you know, when something goes south within a project, or there's a challenge of a budget or a shortfall, how we've helped work through those challenges and processes is what brings people back and says, you know what, they really helped me get through that tough time, and in the end I still had an amazing project and great products at the end.
Let's go back to the budget issue. I mean, when I look at your budgets that you guys put together, the pricing comparison, the difference in margins, I mean, how do you guys do it?
So, and I think Day has been really clear with this, you know, by controlling our own manufacturing lines, we just absolutely reduce the middleman. There's no procurement fee or processing on top of that. You know, the way that we're able to provide our services is, you know, the ability to create our own custom furniture or brand specified furniture within our own production line. So we're able to control costs from beginning of raw materials all the way to the end user. It's not passing through multiple other people that are each adding their own markup as it passes down through the line. And you know, one of the other things that we do is if you're buying a wall vinyl or a material, you know, we're not adding excess dollar amounts to those costs. You know, we look at it as a way of coming to us as a one-stop shop. If you're going to buy your furniture and your lighting and your seating through us, you know, we're able to supply you with your wall vinyls, tiles, and carpets at cost or even better than possible industry costs, mainly because we have that buying power. We have, you know, a decade plus of experience with vendors that you go out there, and if you were to walk off the street and try to buy this product, you may get a cost that's $1, $2, maybe more than what we can through our massive buying power that we've built up through the years. And so that's another thing, you know, our time within the industry and our brand loyalty that we've done through our own third-party vendors has helped us bring savings and discounts directly to the client, and we pass those on as a direct pass-through. Makes our ability to supply a project from beginning to end even more attractive because we're able to really squish down those prices as much as possible.
That's incredible. It's incredible what you guys have done. I mean, within the last decade, you know, going from the global financial crisis to now and yet another crisis. Tell me some of the things that you guys are pivoting towards, things that you guys are thinking outside of the box in terms of, you know, getting over this hump, because I know it's affecting all of us equally.
I know right now, for me personally, and what I'm, you know, kind of seeing with everyone, it's like people who've been funded or have the projects set aside and they were planned, you know, pre-COVID. Those are still moving forward.
Right.
Anyone else who had the opportunity or the process to possibly begin something in 2020 is either being extremely cautious or kind of like holding back at the moment and saying, let me see where this is going to go in the next like 4 months, 6 months. You know, things may be delayed. You know, we've got clients that were on board to do lots of little things, you know, lobby renovations or soft good packages in their guest rooms and things, and those have been kind of put on hold at the moment. You know, we'll revisit with those clients, and we still keep checking in with them, seeing how they're doing, how their properties are going. You know, do they have, you know, people back through their doors, which ultimately means money in their pockets to, you know, keep their projects going. With us, you know, I know one of the big things I'm seeing and I'm hearing with people is, you know, re-looking at budgets. You know, coming back to us and saying, okay, we understand it was here, this is where we were, this is where we think we need to be, what can we do to do that? And so like that's where, you know, our magnitude of being able to be budget conscious, look for those savings, figure out ways to keep the project moving forward with possibly less on the table. And so I know that's going to be something that we would do anyways prior to, but it's even more important to use all of our resources and assets that we have now to help get those projects across the finish line.
Well said. Very well said. And on that note, I want to say thank you for your time. It's always a pleasure seeing you.
It's been too long, you know?
Yeah, it's been.